Hello and welcome to another Nikke video. The itinerary of the 1.5 year anniversary has been revealed, as well as the dresses for Nikke and Shifty. Alright, let's get right to it. Here I am on the official Twitter. I'll read what it says here. It says 1.5 anniversary special live stream update. Commanders, mark your calendar for our 1.5 anniversary special live stream. Saturday, April 20th on 1900. Prepare to be dazzled by our exciting live stream content. The dresses exclusively made for the livestream look great on the host, don't they? What's more, there will be a secret surprise if our number of viewers exceed 50,000. Get notified now and join the celebration together, and this shows a link there. And a few other things. So first, let's just talk about the actual dresses here, and they look absolutely fantastic. We'll start here with Nikke. Wow, this dress looks very good. And I was right, I guess you could actually see a lot of her thigh right here, a lot of her leg and thigh. Since originally we could not see it, because everything was really dark. And after I lit it up a little bit, I wasn't 100% sure, but yeah, you actually see a lot of leg there. And obviously, of course, the booba is covered, since a lot of people are going to see this and they don't want to be hit by all the ad stuff. So yeah, all of it's going to be covered. But if not, she looks really nice. I really like her outfit here. It's a lot more brown than I thought. I thought it was going to be black, but it actually looks a little bit brown. There's a lot of brownish here. But either way, it looks very nice. And then here for Shifty, yeah, she looks absolutely amazing. I was assuming before that she was actually going to wear her headset, but no, she's not wearing her headset this time, which is a nice change of pace, and she's always wearing it. But if not, she has a lot of accessories on this dress, going a little bit lower. I was actually surprised we actually see more of her legs here. I didn't assume that we would actually see a lot of her legs, since I thought it was actually covered up. But no, we actually see a lot of her legs. We actually see thigh highs here, connected to some girders there, attached to the ends of the dress there. It looks very nice. All right, now let me actually move to the actual itinerary down here, which is all right here. And obviously Nikke and Shifty looking super excited, also with a little bit of different pose there. But let's look at the first thing here, where it says Journey Through Time, a half-year recap, results of Doki vote, and also half-year event rewind. Which obviously for the Doki vote, unfortunately is going to be a little underwhelming, since we already know who the winner is, very obviously. They should not have put the results of the voting every day. I understood why they did it, but unfortunately, I don't think they actually expected that many people to vote for Red Hood. But yeah, a lot of people voted for Red Hood, so she is going to be the clear winner. Yeah, it was by an extremely large margin. It was not even a joke. Yeah, she won extremely hard there. But of course, we have to wait for them to fully tell us. But yeah, by the end of the voting, that's what it was pretty much looking like. And also for the half-year event rewinds, there's quite a number of events in the game. If you happen to forget what events happened from the end of the 1 year anniversary till now, it was pretty much the Alone Survivor, Neverland, New Year, New Sword, Lionheart, Dirty Backyard, Perfect Maid, Boomsday, Kill the Lord, A Recipe for You, Liar's End, and One More Time. Yeah, so those are all the events that happened from now until pretty much the 1 year anniversary. So yeah, it seemed like it was only yesterday that the 1 year anniversary just ended. And yeah, so it was quite a number of events. Some of them were really good. Some of them, maybe not so much. I can't wait to actually reminisce about these old events, and I wonder if they're going to do anything special for these old events. Since some of them did happen to have mini games and some of them did not, I wonder if they're going to do anything else for it. But anyways, let me move on to the next thing here, which says Together to the Next Adventure. Content update, new Nikkes, and that is plural, and it shows one with a question mark, and then also Kilo, costumes, boss, 1.5 anniversary OST, and special guests. And first off, with every special event, so the half anniversary and the 1 year anniversary as well, we always get content update in this game. So we're going to have brand new chapters. Most likely it's going to be 2 new chapters into the game. I don't know what else content they're going to add. There's a lot of things they can still add to the game. There's a lot of improvements that still need to come into the game. I know they did talk about before, for example, the rocket launcher and the sniper rifle changes that still need to be implemented into the game. They also did talk about the treasure system as well and the other dev notes. And also don't forget about trading in the gear, the T9M armor, since they already know that people are a little dissatisfied how the T9M armor drops. So they already do happen to know that they're going to develop a system for it. In the last dev notes, they weren't 100% sure how they were going to do it. Most likely they're going to talk about those things that I just talked about right now in this video. And hopefully they actually talk about more, since there's a lot more things that need to be introduced in this game. Now, in terms of the new Nikkes here, since it is plural, that's going to be at least 2 there. Since luckily they actually do tell us one of them, Kilo. So if you guys don't know who Kilo is, unfortunately I can't really show you images of Kilo. Yeah, this got leaked out a long time ago, and shiftup does not really like leaks. So I'll try my best to actually give you basically a visual representation of how Kilo looks like. And pretty much Kilo is going to be one of the thickest Nikkes in the game. For example, it's going to look something very similar to here. Pretty much she's totally gray. Basically, I just found an image online that basically represents how she's going to look. She's going to have a very big upper body. The lower part of her body, it's a little bit thinner. It's not as thick as this, so it's a little bit thinner. but she is a very, very big Nikke. According to like the lore that, you know, got released at that time, pretty much she was like one of the first few generation Nikkes released. So pretty much that's how they look. They were extremely bulky, and only that, they actually have this huge weapon on the side of them as well. The weapon looked very, very similar to this. Not only did it have a very long barrel, it was only this weapon attached to the right arm. And basically it had this belt feed system, but it was actually in the back of the weapon, not in the front how it is here. But I just want to go ahead and show you a visual example of how sort of the weapon looked. And it was sort of like this. It looked very, very similar to this. Pretty much she was just holding it all in one arm, just pretty much right here in this one arm. It looked extremely powerful. She looked extremely tough. Not only that as well is that the Nikke was actually right here inside. Pretty much what would happen is that the chest would actually open up and then the Nikke herself would pop out. From a little previews that I actually happened to see, this is actually a visual representation. So this isn't the unit. This is a visual representation here where pretty much she popped out. She had a similar hairstyle to here. It just looked a little bit longer in the back, but looked something very similar. She had green hair. Her suit was white. The chest pretty much opened up. She popped out, looked around, and then went back inside. So yeah, unfortunately, shiftup does not really like it when we talk about any of the leak stuff, or I pretty much show about any of the leak stuff. So I just wanted to show some visual representation, and this is the closest I can get to it. Luckily, she's going to be released very, very soon, since they already did happen to tell us. I mean, it's on the 20th, so it's just in a few days, and I cannot wait to see her. Even when I first laid eyes on her, I wanted to know how she would even be put in the game, because she looks like a very big unit, so she's going to take a lot of real estate on the screen. So wonder if they're actually going to redesign the suit, or if they're going to go ahead and do something else, because yeah, it looked like she took a lot of real estate. But yeah, she's extremely heavy just by the name Kilo, obviously. And as for this other Nikke, yeah, it could be any Nikke. There's so many Nikkes in the game that have not been released yet. Obviously there's Crown and Chime, and Crown has been hinted on the very, very first 1.5 year anniversary image they released, like on the bottom left corner. That happened to be Crown's coat right there. You know, after you go ahead and analyze everything, pretty much look like Crown's coat. Not only that, there are other Nikkes in the game, and besides Shine, which actually both of them did happen to appear in the side story with Modernia, which is very, very fantastic. But there are other Nikkes in the game. For example, there's Ein, there's Swai, Pipilion, Rumani, Flora, Fauna, the assistants of Suyin, I think it's Ryan or Rain. There's also her as well. Clay, Rouge or Rogue. I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure 100% how to pronounce her name. There's EH, Hammerin, Liverin, K, and the list goes on. I mean, that's just for the regular Nikkes. I mean, there's also some heretics as well. For example, there's Indivilia and Liberalio, them as well. They could also be present as well. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't actually say who the other Nikke is, but I can't wait to see, since they pretty much tell us there's actually at least a minimum of 2, since it is plural. But of course, that could also be Crown as well. That's totally possible too. As for costumes, they actually did happen to do that in the last half anniversary too. Pretty much what they did is they actually happened to put Viper skin, the Viper bunny skin, and they actually happened to put the Alice skin as well. So it was just a casual going out Alice skin. It looked very, very nice. And not only that as well, they actually did happen to introduce a boss during that time. It was Mother Whale during that time. It was introduced in the story and also in a solo raid. I wonder who they're going to introduce now, since for the 1 year anniversary, they introduced Ultra into the game. I can't wait to see who the boss is, because so far it's been moving away a little bit from the mechanical, and it's sort of moving into the bio type of raptors. I wonder what they're going to do. I mean, I can't wait to see what it is. And not only that, the 1.5 year anniversary OST, usually every single time for any big event, the music has been fantastic. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic for the Overzone event, and all that for the 1 year anniversary with a very, very lovely Red Hood song too. I can't wait to see what all the music crew actually happen to do for this 1.5 year anniversary. And for the special guest, I'm assuming it's going to be the VAs. That's what I'm assuming, because that's what they did also for the 1 year anniversary. They actually happened to bring the voices of Anise, Rappy, and Neon to go in and talk about their roles, talk about, you know, how they like voicing them, talking about how they brought them to life and all that stuff. So I'm assuming it's going to be the VAs. If not, I'll be very surprised if they actually bring some other guests. I mean, I know that Yoko Taro has been very buddies with the people at shiftup, so maybe they could be a special guest, and maybe they'll do a rerun or something of the Nier event. I don't know, that'd be pretty cool, but it could be anybody for a special guest, obviously. I mean, I can't wait to see who it actually is. And now looking at the third thing here, it's going to be dev team interview. So it's going to be a Q&A and behind the scenes story. So yes, they do this for every big event. They talk to a lot of the dev team, but for some of them, there are the music team, for example, Cosmograph. There was also the game director. There was a Rapture designer, the programmers. Not only that, also the people that developed the mini games as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this team. I can't wait to actually see what the team has to say. And only that, hopefully they show us a little bit more extra stuff in this Q&A. Lastly, there's the celebration continues, future plans and rewards, new merch, offline events, 1.5 anniversary rewards, secret surprise. So yeah, every big event, obviously they have brand new merchandise. Even now, I mean, it's been getting even bigger and bigger now. I mean, so far the last things they released was this TCG with the cards. You know, there was a lot of cards released. Not only that, there's actually official Nikke merch, you know, shirts and stuff like that. And only the acrylics as well. And all of that, they did happen to collab with other stuff too, you know, besides, you know, Nier and Chainsaw Man, all that stuff. But there was other brands, you know, some other brands that were being collabed with Nikke that had some very, very special outfits for Tia, Naga, Emma, and I believe Rappy. Yeah, there's a few other ones too that, you know, that were only present to sell, that were never in game, which unfortunately I wish they were in game. So I'm assuming that that's what they're going to be talking about, that, you know, they're going to have something, a new merch as well. And all that, there's a lot of offline events that unfortunately they're only really in the big cities. And most of them have been, you know, in Korea or in Japan or anything like that. Hopefully they bring more other places as well. Since I would love to go with one, but if not, I would have to actually go on a plane and travel very far away in order to go to one of these offline events. And yes, just like every big event as well, for the half anniversary and the 1 year anniversary, they always give us plenty of pulls and rewards, plenty of quotas, credits, all that stuff. I wonder how many they're going to give us this year, since pretty much the very first half annie, they only really give us about like 60, like around 60 pulls. And then for the 1 year anniversary, they give us like around 120, I think 140, 150 after like all the TD keys and all the special Twitter rewards were given out. Yeah, we had a lot of pulls. So I wonder what they're going to do for the 1.5 anniversary event. And for the secret surprise, again, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's a collab. I mean, there's a lot of IPs that they can actually do it on. Not only that as well, Scrublord is coming out very, very soon, which is completely possible. It could also be a collab with them. It'd actually be a very cheap collab if they happen to do that. And not only that, I would actually be excited for it as well. I just wish it wasn't only on PS5. But if not, it could be anything else. I mean, hey, they could even say they're going to be giving away some more SSR Nikkes like they did for the 1 year anniversary, and also for the other events as well, like for example, for the half anniversary. Or it could be a multitude of things. I can't wait to see what the actual secret surprise is. Also as well, they happen to announce this at the bottom here, where pretty much if the number of viewers is going to exceed 50,000, I'm assuming it's going to be across all 3 regions, so Japan, Korea, and also North America, where pretty much if we get over 50,000 people watching the live stream, we're going to get 10 advanced recruit vouchers, which I'm assuming we're going to reach that anyways, but I mean, it's always possible we don't. But I think we are, since a lot of this is already voiced, so I'm assuming we're going to receive those. And all of that, we're probably going to receive a few extra rewards during the live stream as well. So yeah, that's all they released right now for the 1.5 year anniversary, since it's very, very soon. I mean, it's just right around the corner, and I cannot wait to see all this stuff. And all of that, I can't wait for the improvements that are going to be coming to the game, since they did happen to mention there's going to be quite a new things coming to the world of Nikke. And not only that, in the story as well, there's quite a number of things that are going to happen in the story that have been laying the foundation right now for future content. And I can't wait to see what the devs have in store for us. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are super excited about what's going to be happening in the 1.5 year anniversary. And also want to know what new Nikke you think is going to be there. Do you happen to think that's already going to be a Nikke that has been introduced in the game? Or if not, maybe it's a brand new Nikke that has not even been shown at all. For example, Clay was never shown at all. She was a brand new Nikke, not even the leaks way back. She was not even in the leaks. So yeah, this could totally be a brand new Nikke. I would like to know your thoughts and to see who the new Nikke is, and all of that. What surprises you think the devs are going to have in store for us? Other than that, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop me a like and a sub. I would really appreciate it. I'm Scrublord, and I'll see you on the next one.